And we begin tonight's newscast with breaking news, a public health directive for Seattle, King County about where and when people are now being urged to wear COVID-19 face masks. Thanks for joining us at the news at 4. I'm Brian Flores. Seattle and King County leaders released details of the directive just about an hour ago. They're asking that people wear masks and face coverings in all indoor and outdoor public places where they're not able to safely social distance, places like grocery stores and pharmacies. It also mandates masks for all King County Metro drivers and passengers. The directive also mandates that businesses open during the pandemic post signs asking customers to wear face masks on premises. Law enforcement will not be involved in enforcing the directive, so people who don't comply will not face any fines or arrests. The county says it is working to provide face coverings to communities like the elderly and the homeless who might not have access. The mayor of Seattle, along with other officials, emphasized the importance of people being vigilant.
We are far from out of the woods. Still, far too many people are getting the virus and people are continuing to die.
Key 13 Steve Kiggins joining us live now, tracking the impact the new directive will have on people's everyday lives. Steve.
Yeah, Brian, I've been speaking with folks who are still working out there in the public, and they tell me, look, a lot of the people that they see out there, out and about, just about half of them, they tell me, are not wearing any kind of face coverings, and that's a number that's making them nervous.
An average week, my goal is to make about 100 to 150 a day.
Hunter Webb says he's been delivering food for DoorDash ever since being laid off from his main gig. He says this pandemic made his decision about wearing a mask easy.
So I go with the mask, and then I just go with this to cover it up.
Another food delivery driver snapped this photo in Seattle several days ago. Look, these people aren't even customers. They're fellow delivery drivers crammed into this restaurant's lobby. Notice none of them are wearing face coverings, and social distancing measures look impossible to maintain. Today's directive urges anyone finding themselves in a future similar situation to wear face masks going forward. Webb has seen similar scenes as well.
If putting on a mask is what it takes to care about each other, I'm all for it.
SeaTac Airport announced all passengers, visitors, and employees will also be required to wear face coverings later this month, even though some passengers worry those requirements might infringe on civil liberties.
I'm kind of 50-50. I don't like the idea of more mandates and more trampling of liberties and stuff like that, but then again, there are a lot of people who are sick and who should be wearing them even without a pandemic.
She started sneezing and coughing. So I did ask her if she would mind wearing a mask that I had in my bag. She said no, she didn't. She wouldn't want to do that.
Spencer Jones has been with King County Metro for more than 2 decades. He says only about half of his riders have been wearing anything over their faces, but he believes it's the right call to make them a requirement.
For the safety of themselves, the safety of Metro and the riders and their families, it would be in their best interest to wear masks for the safety of everyone.
So we got just a little more clarity from King County Metro, and they say, look, they understand that face coverings will be required. They understand that not everybody can wear one for medical reasons or for other reasons. They say even so, drivers will be instructed to strongly suggest that their passengers wear masks. However, those passengers will not be denied entry. Also, there won't be any sort of penalty for violators. And this King County Metro spokesperson told me that police and law enforcement, they won't become involved over that mask issue unless harassment begins to be an issue. In Seattle, Steve Kiggins, Q13 News.
All right, Steve, thank you.